I'm on a mission to prove that Psylocke is the most overpowered hero in Marvel Rivals. With her new team-up ability, you get not one, but 2 Psylockes. That cuts her 5-star difficulty in half to 2.5 stars. Or does it double it to 10? That's not important. You think I give a shit about how hard some dev thinks she is? But there's a twist. Not only am I going to be mastering Psylocke over 10 grueling hours of gameplay, but I'll be learning how to edit videos at the same time. If you've watched any of my videos before this, you'll notice that while I put a lot of effort into them, well, they suck. So I created this challenge for myself not only to master the swift-footed swordsman, but also to become a better video editor along the way. After every couple hours of gameplay, I'll take a free course on Resolve and use the lessons learned while I edit the rest of the video. This means that by hour 10, I'll be a video editing pro and the video won't suck. Hopefully. And all this is going to be incredibly difficult considering I'll be playing with one hand.
Oh, he could be in a bit of trouble.
Oh my word, we'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look.
Is it a clear goal scoring opportunity?
The yellow card is changed. And for the 3rd time this season...
So to give myself something tangible to work towards, I set up a few goals for the challenge. Number 1, I need to drop a 50 bomb with Psylocke. Number 2, since this is coming right after the rank reset, I need to get my rank back. So the second goal is to get back into Diamond. And number 3, 1 pentakill. The 10 hours are going to consist of strictly competitive from start to finish with a little bit of time in the practice arena as well. And to be completely transparent, I already have an hour or 2 on Psylocke, so I'm not a complete 0, but I am basically a bronze DPS, so I have a lot to learn. Future booty here. The first couple hours are definitely a little rough. I honestly debated going back in and cleaning things up or just downright changing the editing, but that really wouldn't be true to the challenge. So you have to stick around for the last few hours. I feel like I really hit a stride in my storytelling, pacing, and editing. I promise you won't believe how it all comes together at the end, so don't go anywhere. As for the first hour, I'm going to start by just... Alright, fuck it. Fuck it. Psylocke journey.
Fuck it.
Starts now.
We're doing it live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
We'll do it live. Fucking thing. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
So naturally, I insta-locked Psylocke, just strapped in for the journey ahead. First game honestly started pretty well. I put myself in a good position, picked off their tank early, and my team played cleanup. We rolled them pretty much through the rest of this first point, and I did not have to do too much. Did pick up a cool 2 kills on my way to capturing the 3rd point, and it was pretty clear that this game was going to be a cakewalk. And then on defense, I realized the power of the enemy Frost team up by sodomizing their thing. Holy, that's crazy. And then we had a decent little ult play to hold the first point. The ult was actually not that good, but I had some epic gamer skills after it to pick up 2 kills on the tanks. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, so this is a good start.
I will skin you.
And it all led to this. Surrender. So before we go any further, let's talk about Psylocke's basic combo. It is honestly so easy, any smooth-brained bronze should be able to execute it with surgeon-like precision with any practice. You ready? Left click once, right click, left click. And there you go. One julienne squishy. We'll learn more about advanced tech later, but I think with this knowledge, I'm honestly ready to queue up. And would you look at this? Our first enemy, Psylocke. I think it's time to diff her, gentlemen. And after a little bit of runaround here, I promise, diff her, we did. Oh! Gotcha. Not before getting third-partied by a cat.
But Steve is gone.
And then, in just my second game of this challenge, I did it. The perfect Psylocke combo. Oh my god.
Wrong.
Oh shit. Thank you, healers. Mwah, mwah. I hopped into another game, and honestly, in the second round, it was coming down to the wire, and I was playing like complete ass, so I had to clutch up with the game on the line. Took down the Bucky first, because I am the Apex Predator, and now I knew there was 2 supports that had to go. Pop ult, 1 down, Rocket, trying to play cute. He knew he couldn't hide, though. And I got my trophies. Okay, we're back. I found it. I found it. No worries, guys. And that fight right there would end up getting us the win. Oh, ew. What the fuck are you picking the Human Torch for?
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Sure. Sure. Works for me.
Simple. Keep up the good work, guys. Human Torch, I stand corrected. In my last game of the first hour, I felt like I had entered a flow state. I was getting more comfortable with my main combo and the spacing, being more aggressive and effective with my attacks, and generally providing more value to my team. I was honestly starting to worry if this challenge would be too easy. This Spidey. Got Spidey. Oh, get fucked on. What? No, no, no. Got Rocket. What? Nice. Got Spidey again. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Oh, no kills. Get fucked. There it is.
See ya.
Oh my god, get diffed. Get diffed, kid. I guess you're on Black Panther, but I just fucking destroyed him. That was a good ult. Oh my god, Chuck, we just fried.
Hell no,
We just
man.
fried.
What the fuck, man?
That was crazy. All right. Time for my first lesson, gentlemen. Looks like we got editing 101 for today.
2 hours later.
Okay, so I finished part 1 and 2 of the intro to editing course. Didn't learn a ton I didn't already know, but definitely established some foundations that I'll need. Actually got a lot of good shortcuts and just like workflow practices that I should probably follow. But yeah, so I'll try and clean things up in like the back end for the next hour or so. And then afterwards is when we're going to start getting into some fusion, some motion graphics, and things are going to really start getting interesting. Promise. All right, we loaded into Burnin' T'Challa for the first game of hour 2, and even after a pretty good play by me here on defense, where I killed, I think, 3 of their team, our team just could not win this fight. They would push it all the way to the end, and we would lose it on our offensive push. What I also didn't realize is that this was my rank up game, so that was kind of a blunder, and we just keep sinking down in gold 3. Fuck, dude. This would unfortunately carry over to the next game. I'm going 23-4 at half. We get a strong hold on the first push. Then I just get smacked on offense, and we start 0-2. Tough loss. Tough. Finally, though, the third game would be a massive return to form here. Me and Spidey basically spend the entire second half of our push spawn trapping the fuck out of the enemy team. They can't go anywhere. This is gross, dude. Feel so bad for these kids. Not really, though. Jesus. Yikes. We were just bullying them, honestly. Defense was basically an after-school flushy, and we ran off with the lunch money, bro. Yeah. And your boy was handsomely rewarded for it. 35. I'm flying. But I was not prepared for what was about to happen next. On this fateful night, I would be severely outclassed. This Hawkeye pushed my shit in over. Oh my God. And over and over and over. No. And over and over. Yeah. And over. Fuck you, Hawkeye. And over again. I mean, yeah, we got cooked. But shout out to the Chrono Shield. I didn't lose any SR for this one. While I was completely crashing out, I contemplated the meaning of all this. Why am I subjecting myself to this stupid challenge? Should I give up on YouTube? Instead, I pushed those thoughts away and queued with my boy Chuck to help me ease the pain of my last loss. If I was going down, I was bringing him with me. Our next game opted for the 4 DPS 2 support meta, currently only seen at the highest level of play, and naturally, we won. Fuck it. And then we lost immediately after. F in chatty. And then we lost again.
GG.
How? How's the hell alive? Holy physics. Thank God we finally got into winner's queue for our last game, because I don't think I could physically endure another loss. Moon Knight is dead.
My nipples hurt. Oh, goodness me.
What the hell? How'd their Moon Knight get rezzed and just go AFK? Is this game free? Are these kids even playing? That's insane. That was a good one. End of hour 3.
GG.
Still gold 3. Fuck. So we finished another course. We did an editing course and a delivery course. We got some good spice. I'm going to try and sprinkle it in this next hour or 2 hours. Well, guys, as if this video wasn't driving me crazy enough, I absolutely effed it. I effed it. Not lost. I have it now, but an entire hour of footage that I just didn't edit in. I just got done editing what I thought was hour 5. And then I was looking through the games to try and find something, and I was like, wait, where are these games in my recording? So technically I did 5 and 6. It's a whole thing. So then I tried fixing the names. Then it, as you can see, broke the timeline. It broke the locations. But I'll have to group 4, 5, and 6 together, I think, is the best solution. I guess these are just some of the things you gotta learn. Oh my god, this is driving me insane. I'm losing it. By hour 4, I realized that it was time to make some big changes. Now that the Gooner skin has been acquired, let's get down to brass tacks. It's time to finally learn Psylocke's advanced tech. Psylocke's shurikens have a unique property that I wasn't familiar with. If you remember from our earlier combo, we recall the shurikens right after throwing them. But Psylocke's dash will actually recall the shurikens on its own. This means that if they're already attached to someone, your dash will do the normal dash damage plus the damage of recalling the shurikens, making for a pretty elite finisher. But there's one more thing that I'll have to learn if I want to stand atop the mountain. One more combo, so difficult, so precise, that it could just be my key to achieving diamond. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. First, I'll have to master the dash finish, and we'll come back later for the rest of my training. Did someone say feet? Starts jaking off.
They're so weak, dude.
Yep. Thank you. Oh, the fucking squirrel guy. I'm actually gonna crash out. As hour 5 comes to a close, we've reached our halfway point in this challenge, sitting comfortably at an unimpressive gold 2. Luckily, there's still a ton of time to turn this challenge around and start climbing. While we enjoy this moment of reflection, let's check back on those goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the challenge. 50 bomb with Psylocke, reach diamond in competitive. I mean, surely I've gotten a pentakill, right? Okay, well, yep, that's right. The best I have under my belt right now is a 46 kill game and a quad. So it looks like we have some serious work to do in the next 5 hours. I cannot lose this challenge. Or even worse, go 0 for 3. Sometimes in life, you have to ask yourself, how bad do I want it? How far am I willing to go? It's only in these times of adversity that we're able to grow. To grow is human. With 4 hours still to go in this challenge, I've watched hours and hours of lessons, tutorials, tips, videos across platforms. I've spent damn near 80 hours editing this video already, and it will probably get 7 views. I'm frustrated, tired, and to be perfectly honest, sick of being a one-trick pony in comp. But then I take a deep breath, and I look back at hour 1 of this challenge, and I see how far I've come. A tangible representation of the work that I've put in until now, the grass that I've left untouched. And it makes me remember why I started this challenge, what I set out to accomplish. And I'll be damned if it isn't working. with this newfound sense of delusional ecstasy, I headed to the practice range. I cleared my head and I opened my heart for one last combo. A combo that should put me in a league with the best of the best. A combo that should at least get me back to the cesspool that is Diamond. Here we go. So we're using Black Panther because he's got 300 HP. So this is basically a kill combo on a 300 HP. So you'll have a little more forgiveness on anyone with lower health. Most of the healers, a lot more of the DPS. But sounds more confusing than it actually is. So to start, your left click is like a 2 burst, right? You can animation cancel after the first burst with your melee, like that, right? And then you can animation cancel your melee with your right click or your shurikens. Yeah. So we're going to combine all that for this combo. So you go behind, regular left click, then left click, animation cancel after the first bolt, animation cancel your melee with your right click, and dash through. Bada bing. So on a 300 health Black Panther, theoretically, you don't even need to land the melee. You can do it from, you know, what is this? Probably about like 10 meters. It's ridiculous. Super hard to pull off in game, I would imagine. So I'm going to keep working on it for a while and try and master this. But as far as I know, this is the most advanced tech that I could really find for Psylocke. So if I can master this, the sky's the limit. And after some trial and error, I was actually able to land it on this penny, even though it's a little hard to tell. So once I got that one, I was feeling pretty good and just kept rolling with my buddy Noah. Bang. 28, that's a rank up. I didn't hear no bell!
Don't mess with the amazing
He's
Spider-Man.
weak as fuck, yeah.
Get back here.
Don't mess with him.
I think we can mess with him, guys. As we head into our last chapter, with only 2 hours left, we're still a far cry from beating the challenge. I'm gold 1 with no 50 bombs and no pentas to show for it. I'm gonna have to take everything I learned in the last 8 hours and lock the fuck in. In the last game of the 9th hour, my teammate was throwing, we didn't have a strong push. Things were looking pretty bleak. But remember when I just said that I was gonna lock the fuck in? Well, I put my big boy pants on and did just that. I carried this team so hard, my lower lumbar vertebrae are now permanently fused together. I am going to take this time to shout out my rocket, though. I couldn't have done this without him. But seriously, though, look at this scoreboard. It's absurd. Once it was all said and done, we got platinum, baby. Let's go, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. Earned. Deserved. Earned. Holy shit. I knew it was probably too late for Diamond, but considering I only got to Diamond last season as a tank main, I was really out of my element, playing an entirely different role. I wasn't going to give up just yet, though. There's always a chance that I could win 3 to 4 games in an hour, gaining about 100 SR each, right? Yeah, I'm probably shit out of luck. And then, in the 10th hour, I came 1 shot away from my penta. And watching this back, I couldn't believe I didn't finish off that Star-Lord. I blundered my best opportunity to complete one of my goals, and what I didn't know was that this would be my last shot at it. So unfortunately, besides a few wins and a few losses, this was the most interesting thing to happen in hour 10. How anticlimactic is that? In the end, we finished Platinum 3 with a shit ton of quads and a few 40 kill games. my highest being 46 kills. With that said, this isn't your typical superhero story. I didn't beat the bad guy. I didn't say, he's right behind me, isn't he? And I certainly didn't save the world. Let me get a video of you saying you're going to kill the president. In fact, this wasn't much of a story at all. In the grand scheme of things, I still suck at Psylocke. No, what? But I think the underlying story in this video is a much more convincing one. A story of some guy named NBooty3 who's gotten sick of the monotony of his job and wanted to learn how to make a few YouTube videos. And I'm hoping that story is far from over. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this journey with me. I started this project over a month ago and have put more hours into it than I can even count by now. But after watching it all back, it was definitely worth it. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments what your favorite section was, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm dangerously close to my goal of 1,000 subs. Until next time.
Get a bagel with a schmear poop on it.
Yeah, just smear poop.
Give me that. Hey, respect the schmear. Let me get a little bit of poop on that.
Just a little scoop of poop.
Just a smear.